Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of Disillusioned Plays. Last time, we managed to get the old guy in Vitamin Square to talk, having discovered that he has a liking for uniforms.
Only uniforms.
Only uniforms.
Specifically.
Yes.
Just uniforms, only.
Worn by the...
Why? What else would I like? I don't you dang kids.
In fact, honestly...
I don't know what you could be possibly implying, but I'm not sure I like it.
In fact, the idea of the people wearing the uniforms is just an inconvenience. If just the uniforms themselves could do the serving, then I'm sure he'd probably find that quite preferable.
Maybe. Yes, we discovered, yes, he has quite the liking for the uniforms of the Tribune Cafe, of which he frequents quite often. So, naturally, as Nick does, he pimps Maya out to get him to talk. But the old guy isn't having any of it because he says she's too young. So then he channels Mia. And,
He
well,
channels Mia.
Nick yes,
Nick channels Mia.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
With the
Phoenix
special
Wright with boobies.
lawyer channeling technique.
Sorry. Maya channels Mia. And, the old man just, He reveals all. Even
Well,
revealing... Oh.
I know, not all. Anyway.
We discover that our charming chef is a bit of an ex-con, apparently. So, without further ado, let's get the introductions out the way. I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor.
Okay,
Nice.
let's see what our next installment has to offer.
Let's try and see where we are. Let's see how right Sarah was. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant.
Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya! No! How can you leave me like this?
I'm sorry.
That reminds me, there's a horror movie I need to record. Oh, no, I meant Mr. Armstrong had a Psyche Locker 3, didn't he?
That face.
It's just so revolting.
I'm going to have to break those.
Oh, context.
Mr. Armstrong? I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you.
Volunteer?
I mean, yeah, I think so, yeah. Volunteers! Of course! Of course! Okay, so should we, let's do a safety.
Let's do a safety save.
I know I've literally just loaded the game, but it's habit, right? Let's do this. Let's, present the Megatoma.
Now that we've got it back.
Now that we have it back. It's like, oh, where did you get this? It was mine, in my kitchen, my kitchen. Whoa.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I feel like I could cry. I could cry. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling.
I have to know the truth. What happened that day?
Alors, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me too much.
Huh? Well, that was a new world record.
It was a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
La man who died here had a lottery ticket. Oh, he's getting so high. For $500,000.
Whoa.
$500,000?
Oui, but after the incident, this ticket... It disappeared.
The ticket disappeared?
This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggey. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Huh. Seems pretty strange since you're the one in debt for $500,000 there, bro.
What do you mean? I do not know anything of such debt. I do not even know what debt is.
Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
My lord, Laws. Ma alors?
You've been trying to hide.
Sorry.
You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why.
No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I've confessed to you everything I know.
That's not true, because of the psychic stone that I have, I can see that you're still hiding secrets.
What do you mean, psychic
Even though the locks aren't even, like, actually interlocked with the chain links, if you look at it. They're literally just on a different layer.
They're stickers.
Stickers.
They're stickers. The $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. You!
What, so... Godot.
Yes. I've got to find my coffee habit somehow.
Victor
Hombre.
68.
I wish he was 69.
Oh, oh.
Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you.
Ah!
Wow! That is one
Oh,
piercing scream, even for a man like him.
so should I go? Ah! There we go. How about that?
There you go.
Mais pourquoi moi? Why? You have no evidence. I'm not masks. Mask star. Mask. I'm not the kind of person who steals the property of others.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. Do we have his record? Oh, yeah, convicted before a wicked man or woman, repeat offender.
Yeah. What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you don't know me so well. I adore poems.
Please read it, and put some feeling into it.
Oh, God. Convicted before a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender?
I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you?
Mon Dieu! Le mensonge! You are the liar!
You deny it?
Do not make la false accusations, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. So, do you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers.
Oh, the
Magatama.
lunch. The lunch. Oh, or the Magatama. Oh, yeah, no, the Magatama. Because it was in Nick's pocket. He took it.
Yeah, recovered in the kitchen of Trebian.
Boom. The Magatama.
It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong.
What is that?
This this is my Magatama.
Actually, I think you'll find it's mine.
Hey, Nick!
Nick, it's my Magatama. Actually, it's
This.
Pearl's Magatama. Thank you.
This is my Magatama.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. And I found it in your kitchen.
No!
Wow, that scream just about broke some windows.
Oui. I have a weakness for the little trinkets and the figurines. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. Yeah, that's not something you want to admit, especially in front of a lawyer.
You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right?
Oui, it is la truth. I'm just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl.
You do you.
Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, oui. It was $500,000. Manon, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money.
Yeah, you do.
Tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Tell me hard,
Oh.
please.
Really now?
Oh, tell me, do your thing, Mr. Lawyer. Object. Exactly. Oh, monsieur, what is it?
Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you are in desperate need of a large amount of cash? This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? And I don't just mean the decor. You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Oh.
Mr. Armstrong,
Oops.
you said that the victim had a winning lottery... That's a lot of red. You said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place?
See, man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece. His scouter, you mean?
Maggie said something about that too.
It just seems really weird to have a visual element to the radio, but maybe it shows the waveform of the sound as it comes through. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded! Yes! $500,000, he shouted.
And the ticket?
Oui, he had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I...
Put the poison in his coffee?
Do not say it out loud, sir. I cannot take it. No. Oh, no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets.
What?
Yep, Jesus. The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them.
Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you.
No, this is not true. That poor Rose.
No.
I did not take it. The ticket for $500,000, I mean.
But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket.
My fear. It was no. That's enough.
Is this Mr. Tiger Guy again?
I don't know. Could be. That's enough.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Oh.
Mr. Godot?
That's enough.
What in the heck are you doing here?
Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I'm an airhead, no, just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at.
But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket.
What?
Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor.
So, the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I'm just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal?
Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we?
What?
Voila, you two, time to laugh at the pretty little airhead. Airhead! No,
Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Why, Nick?
And then it comes up in
Why
court
would
tomorrow,
you
and it's
throw
like,
away
damn
evidence?
Yeah.
Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway. We can't let Maggey suffer any longer for this. And certainly not again.
The guilty eyes there. The did you see those,
Shifty eyes.
like glancing up at the camera?
Alright, so my first advice to you as the lawyer is to stop making that face when you're in court, because the judge is just gonna think you're guilty straight off the bat.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
pretty well known for making those kinds of hasty impressions.
Oh,
And then I've got to do this whole
how
thing.
dare you? How dare you? What do you mean? I'll have you know that I am quite sophisticated in my process for determining the guilt of my clients. Guilty, guilty,
I will have
guilty,
you
I
know,
tell
I
you,
can't
guilty.
even see past the bench. In my case, justice really is blind because I don't want to pay for glasses because I think they make me look old.
Oh, God.
But what about your beard, sir?
How dare you? This beard is positively regal.
And your bald head?
Well, I turned bald at quite a young age. I'll have you know.
I tried to comb over briefly, but my wife wouldn't allow it.
Well, okay, see, now, Maggey, right now, what you're doing right now, I'm gonna need you to not do that.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggey?
Maggey.
Is it Gumshoe?
Oh, there we go. Detective Gumshoe.
You doing all right? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Yeah, don't let him get you down, Maggey. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you!
Yes?
Yeah, you better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? And if you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest.
Oh.
I think he's serious. Also, you can't arrest me just for losing a case, but okay.
I'll have you know. I can do a lot of things.
Hey, detective. You're on our side for once, right?
Yup.
So you'll be able to help Maggey out, right?
Maya pulling the. Ah!
Right?
I did a naughty word.
Oh, dear.
Gavel noises.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Naughty face.
You were not doing very well. That's 2 in a row.
It's not in a row.
Really? You can, sir?
Yeah, of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
great.
God,
Uh-oh.
we're doomed.
that's it. We're screwed.
Maggie, you might want to take yourself back to jail.
If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright?
Sure.
Hey, okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me?
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you.
Oh dear.
Looks like it all Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I just imagine
Oh, dear.
Nick slowly turns his head to look at Maya as she says that, and just is like a, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Well, you just
Why
like.
would you say that before we go into court, Maya?
There's just
now
that-
you've just invited misfortune onto all of our heads.
Well, it's just like, yeah, he turns his head and it's just like there's that really intense shadow on it. Kind of like on the that video, you know, the cutscene at the beginning. It's just like, yes, it's going to go swimmingly, Maya, like it always does.
I can only wish.
Yes. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggey Byrde.
Again.
Again.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I just love that.
All right, let's get a coffee counter. Let's get a coffee counter.
Okay, that's one.
That's cup number one.
Bitter. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You was talking to me." Oh wait, sorry. It was, "You was talking to me." He's got to talk like he's a. Yes, I'm a hip little fellow from the downtown. I'm all down with the kids, yo. He's got to talk like that, hasn't he? It was just a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty?
So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Wright, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you. I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I'm Spartacus.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not.
What?
That's what I intend to find out.
Wait, what?
Did you study law?
Well, that's a
There's
matter
no
for
denying
another
it.
day.
There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. So basically, all of this is completely pointless
Let's
because
go
because we can't do a retrial. So yeah, bye. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me.
Well, but do you know what he said?
Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness.
Oh, God.
Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness! State your name for the court!
Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah, the name's Police Department Detective Occupation Dick Gumshoe.
Other way around, detective.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
That's a contradiction.
I cracked myself up. I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir.
since yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control. For everyone's sake.
I see.
It's not lost on me that Pete now has to do 3 different characters in one scene.
I see.
So yeah, expect a lot of failures.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the victim's name was Glenn Elg. Glenelg.
Glenelg.
The victim's name was Glenelg. He was... I'm sorry. It's just so stupid.
It's already going wrong.
He was a professional
he was a programmer, Pete. I thought all programmers had
Yeah, that's right.
scouters that they used to listen to the radio.
Yeah, my name's P-Tep.
I mean, that's what Pete wears on a regular basis when he's programming.
What, a beanie hat and a scout?
Yep, that's just your standard look, darling.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right, anyway, he was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc. Goodness sake. A local company. No one trusts them.
Why would you name your programming company Blue Screen?
Yeah, this is the victim's autopsy report. Yeah, the court accepts this into evidence.
I guarantee that we at Brian
Cyanide.
Butterfield's blue screen programming will most likely not turn your computer into a paperweight. But please bear in mind that I have very limited programming experience, so I offer no guarantees.
Sarah, what was the noise for?
Sorry, just on the last episode, I was like, because obviously they found the bottle, and we're like, oh yeah, that's the poison, but they're like, it doesn't smell. I'm like, there is one that doesn't smell, and I'm like, was it arsenic or cyanide? And I couldn't think of which one, but yeah, cyanide.
Yeah,
And I don't think it tastes of anything either in small quantities.
It just tastes like death
Yeah,
after consuming it.
yeah.
I guess because
Sarah just happens to know these poisons for no particular reason.
I mean, I know that arsenic.
Certainly, you don't.
I know arsenic is like bitter almonds.
Yes. Like, have any of you watched a murder mystery program?
mean, that's
have you
Certainly won't go into Sarah's Google history and then find it's like, what poisons don't have any taste?
I don't know.
Oh, I've watched the murder mysteries where the wife's fed up with the husband and she slips a bit of cyanide in his dinner for like years on end and eventually kills him.
Midsummer Murders. Anyway,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that'll be in Midsummer
I think it
Murders.
is.
Anyway, this is going horribly off topic.
Sorry.
Yeah, and here are the floor plans of the restaurant. Yeah, when the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the, not Maggie,
Not Maggey.
by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were two other people in the restaurant. Mr. Gene Armstrong, the owner and... Is it Jean? Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef. I keep wanting to say chief. The owner and chief. It's not chief, Gumshoe, it's chef. Sorry. The owner and chef. Yeah, and the regular by the name of Mr. Victor Godot.
I'm in a flashback now.
I am not a regular. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Every time we do this, Judge, you know the pattern. It's always, this is a straightforward case. There's not going to be any kind of turnabout here, except there are turnabouts in the name.
He's the only person
take
who doesn't.
that.
He's the only character who doesn't know that they're in a game.
Yeah, he's oblivious to
He
it
just
all.
doesn't know that he's in a Phoenix Wright game. Tress being floor plans added to the court record.
Well, thank goodness they said that X equals the victim's seat,
I
or
mean,
we would
yeah.
have just been completely lost.
Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own two hands.
Oh boy.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't wanna, but I guess I have to. It's part of my job.
When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenelg, was listening to the radio at the time. Yeah, traces of poison were found in his coffee cup, and what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. I know, because I had some once, and my goodness, that's why this other half of my face does not move, ever. And, it looks like Miss Byrde might have had, well, some kind of motive.
Was that a gulping sound?
What?
I thought I heard like a gulping sound for like drinking or something.
Oh, I don't know. I think you might be imagining that, sir. Unless it was my chair. I've got a squeaky chair.
Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison? Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination. Sorry. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you that wasn't me!
And then he just proceeds to intimidate the heck out of Gumshoe. So, it's a load at his table. We know he wasn't. Listen to the radio, trace the poison, and it's cyanide.
I mean, Maggey insists there were 2, so I'm not sure if that's a contradiction.
I'm gonna say we can't. Is there anything there? We've got the magazine. It has that, but it doesn't have anything else, does it? So, it doesn't have proof that there was someone else sat at the table. Trace of poison. Cyanide. Looks like might have had a motive.
We can press him on that, because we can then prove that, what's his face? Armstrong also might have had a motive, maybe?
Okay.
Some kind of a motive?
Yeah. But if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
Objection.
You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out
18 cups of coffee per case?
my other rule. Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
Look at this guy, able to throw out coffee. I can't afford to throw out coffee. I just have to drink it.
That's because you get coffee beans rather than just like the super cheap stuff from the supermarket.
Yeah, we want
I'm
the
not a
best.
savage.
I don't get it.
In other words, you're fired.
I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand. If we have to, chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Byrde's motive? What was Miss Byrde's
Come on,
motive?
Gumshoe.
She was... They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. That's why I know it. Because I just heard it.
Yeah, it disappeared from the scene of the crime.
The crime of the scene.
The crime of the crime scene.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Oh, bloody hell. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Actually, can we look at the newspaper really quick?
This one, yes?
So, you see that 500,000 there is crossed out, and 100,000 there is crossed out. I wonder if that might come into play later.
I think it almost
Like maybe-
certainly will. I'm just not entirely sure how.
Then, is it possible Maggey stole the winning one? Trust your client, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Press harder? Wait a minute! The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
So you stole it!
Judge! Judge!
I know what you
Have
mean.
you seen this?
Lock him up!
Bailiff!
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket! Yeah, one of the female police officers found him when she was conducting a search of the defendant.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What?
Order! Ha! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. Here, over here. Specifically up here.
I'm just going to put it in my pocket for safekeeping.
Judge just pulls out his phone. Honey, I've got some great news. I can finally retire.
We're going to the Savoy to celebrate. Get out the champers.
I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice... I don't like the word quivering in that sense.
Oh, give it here,
Oh, yeah.
please. Oh, ice cream truck.
Ice cream.
I remember ice cream before I had to count my calories.
Oh.
No. Yeah,
I'm
sorry
sorry.
if that ice cream truck comes across on the microphone.
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
At least it's not the other one that goes blaring past.
Oh, God. Yeah, this ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. And I missed my opportunity to swipe it then. But I won't be so foolish now. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
You really think there are any contradictions in this testimony?
To be honest, I don't know.
But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a He said we'd be forming a united front, right? How will we win the case if he doesn't throw us a line?
Don't have a whole lot of options right now. The best I can do is gather the facts together, I guess. I mean, the facts, who needs those, really?
Well, I guess this one, because everyone says that he was alive.
Can I stop you for just a minute?
What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence?
That contradicts the evidence. Wink, wink. Could you be
But
any more obvious?
It's not in red, Sarah.
True.
So
true.
it can't be.
True.
It can't be a hint. He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying.
You look like laughing to me.
Yeah.
Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Ms. Byrde. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said. And I... object. Yeah, what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. This
What should I
freaking
do?
three-voice thing.
Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
Oh, whoopsie.
Oops.
My mistake. I wanted to say yes.
Peter!
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong one now.
Uh-oh.
No, you pressed the wrong
I
one!
didn't mean to. We'll go back
I'll
to it
go
in a
with
second.
Ron.
We'll go back to it in a second.
He was listening to his radio, you say?
Oh, he was listening to his radio, you say? Oh, he was listening to his radio.
I'm sorry. It's a bit warm in here. I guess I'm going a bit crazy. Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket that he was wearing on his face.
Why? He had a portable radio in his pocket, and he needs a flipping scouter to listen to it. What's going on?
Maggey told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece?
E-piece.
Earpiece. Earpiece.
I did earpiece.
Shut it, you.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
Oh, goodness.
It's gonna be one of these.
It's one of these. Do we want to press
Press
this?
everything.
Do we want to press it harder, baby?
Oh my.
Yes? No? Yes?
Sure.
No?
Well, why not?
Safety safe.
Yep.
The judge did say that he didn't want any nonsense, didn't he? So.
Yeah.
And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Call me maybe, I think.
How should I know?
Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Nick just
Detective,
makes strangly hands at Maya.
could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? In a
All right,
minute.
so maybe we
We're
go
gonna
back to the
this
first
one. Press it harder. Yeah, that's what I said. Objection. Okay.
Press harder.
Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, right?
Huh?
I have here in my possession a ticket.
That looks like a photo.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
It's
The game has become self-aware.
it's a photo of a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes.
I know, because that's the only sprite they use
Oh,
for
God.
photographs.
A one-way ticket to Guiltyville.
Oh.
Population, the defendant. Lame.
Yeah.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef. Moments after the poisoning took place, correct?
Well, surely he could have just, like, scooted behind the partition, like,
Yeah.
just, like, feet to the
duck
left.
behind it. I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Tratt, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
All right, let's have a look at that photo.
Oops, wrong button. Sorry, I've got like a bottle of water, man. Okay.
And then can we pull up the thing,
The thing, yes.
The floor
the
plan.
other diagram.
The floor plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sarah's smart. She remembers. Yeah, like he could clearly have just like hid there.
Yeah, he could have like scooted into the corner. If they didn't come any further round,
Yep.
they wouldn't have seen him anyway.
Yep. Okay. Traces of poison found in his coffee cup, and then cyanide, and it looks like...
He took the bottle of poison to have it analysed, didn't he? Gumshoe.
Yes.
Well, we don't know it's poison. We just heavily suspect it's poison.
Yeah, but he took the bottle, is what we're saying.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he'll have an update on the bottle.
Perhaps not while in court. Shall we,
So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else?
Yeah, not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder?
Yeah, if I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance.
So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Objection.
Ha!
2 cups of coffee.
Yeah,
Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? Yeah,
Maybe.
the victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Yeah, it seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup.
Coffee cup.
But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it, Phoenix?
Oh, hey, you're right. That's just what I was
Objection.
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Like, oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court. But I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That piece. I don't know what you're talking about. I think I may have lost it. What piece was it again? This!
Oh, God.
Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Oh, now I remember.
Why did you throw it at me, you jerk?
This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
He was wearing lipstick?
Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup.
3.
The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this. For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Whamp whamp. Yeah, upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. That's enough! The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The judge—
Until they're not!
Meh.
The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket, and I feel like I might pop this in my pocket. No take-backsies.
needs a new pair of robes.
That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggey is starting to pile up fast.
And the corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. 4.
Sorry.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final, decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggey?
This is the apron the delightful Miss Byrde was wearing at the time.
What is the red on it?
Wow.
Ketchup.
That's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it?
Ha! It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. Gulp, 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 gulp. And somehow spilled coffee on her set.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Oh, the coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course. It's alright, this comes into it a bit more in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Godot has a certain affliction.
Oh.
Well, notice anything about him.
He's got a
yes,
mask
no,
on.
I remember.
The mask.
I remember.
Anything particular about the mask?
It covers his eyes.
Yes, but think about it. The red.
Specifically the color.
Oh.
What happens if you hold a color filter up in front of your eyes or a camera? You can't see that color.
I got it.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course. I'm referring to the pocket.
Pocket?
The search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison? In Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
What?
Yeah, so basically she's screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, order! The court will accept these items into evidence.
Has a small pocket but big stains.
Yeah, there's something still bothering me. Mr. Godot, why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Gulp, 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 gulp.
The what?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. Yeah, it's just ketchup, sir. I know because I just licked it.
Nah. I'm so hungry, pal.
I'm so stuffed. I haven't eaten in 3 weeks.
I'm just licking the coffee now to get a hit, pal.
Like, he looks like a big guy, but he's skin and bones under that massive coat.
It's all padding.
He just takes the coat off and he's got like little twig arms.
Yeah.
Ketchup?
Yeah, she must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. Yeah, you could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
Oh, good. I can finally eat something.
I thought everyone knew what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case.
Ugh.
The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please, continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Yeah, the crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Oh.
Fan service.
Yeah.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her.
Yeah, that's what people look like when they collapse from shock. They just sort of daintily slide down the wall with their, you know.
Well, it's like beer, isn't it?
She swooned. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison, and that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Nothing at all. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright.
Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin. Let the fun begin. Okay.
Poor Maggie's death must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him. Figured out who he was pretty quick. I mean, how did they figure out who he was, I guess? Wait a sec.
Yeah, huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah. Basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
That.
He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going.
Yeah, there was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket. I nearly did the judge. I was about to do the judge's voice then.
Yeah.
It seems Mr. Glen Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tribune. Yeah, we got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more?
About health insurance.
I guess we ask about the bag?
I mean, I would ask about the bag,
What's
yeah.
in it?
So, what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Yeah, well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Oh! That's the evidence that's missing, the bottle!
Oh.
That bottle must have his medicine in it.
Yeah.
And Armstrong must have filched it from him when he was sitting there.
Yeah. Maybe.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty?
Sorry, I'm just thinking, the coffee cup they said had cyanide in it, didn't they? Yeah. I was just thinking of, like, switched bottles.
Yeah.
And he took his meds, and it was the meds that killed him, maybe, or something. But anyway, whatever. It's already confirmed it's the cup for now.
Ha! Gulp, 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 gulp. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate are you, Trite? Desperate are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective?
Sorry, I know, the Americanisms there went a little bit overboard. My apologies, viewers.
Investigation.
So, then, okay, we can go to... There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. And then if we present the bag, we can then maybe say, oh, well, if the judge is going to be like, wait, who do you propose took it? And then we can show Armstrong and then be like, he's actually got a history of stealing stuff.
Yeah.
So what?
Maybe. I don't know.
So the bag, then, you think?
Yes, I think so.
Ah, well
Uh-huh.
done.
Well, yes. Nicely done.
Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Approximately the size of a medical bottle.
Oh, yeah, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting. So hurry up, will you?
Things without context. You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later?
No, they didn't.
Oh my gosh.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribune.
Our cat is snoring. I hope it's not been picking up on the mic. I've only just noticed. Flipping thing.
Oi.
Shut up.
Sorry. Okay.
Where then did the medicine disappear to?
You are too cool, pal. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness! Why'd you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence?
Aww.
I guess it's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
It's a little bit self-aware.
Yeah.
The victim was killed by poison. And the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
And indeed, it looks like we might have to wait until next time to find out what Mr. Godot is going to say to that.
No!
Oh, how unfortunate. What a cliffhanger. I'm so sorry for you. I'm not really sorry
What
for
voice
you.
is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
A different one? Something I haven't done yet? Yay? Whatever. Anyway, so I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. So we
You're
hope you
never
enjoyed this episode. It's been a lot of fun to get back in the wheel after a little bit of a break. And yeah, so if you like what we've been doing, I realize that I'm doing this, but Sarah introduced us, so I don't know why
I
I'm
don't
doing the
mind.
intro,
Feel
but-
free. Carry on. I honestly
yeah,
don't mind.
No, we've
So-
got to keep the order. Sarah needs to see us out.
Oh no. Damn it.
I guess I'll have to do the next one.
Okay, well, again, as Pete has already said, thank you so much for watching. And yes, it has been good to start doing these again after a little short break. But yes, if you do like our content, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, maybe ring the little bell so you can get notifications of our new videos. And if you're feeling down, do a little happy dance. You can even do a happy dance if you hit the bell. You don't have to, but makes you feel good.
The dance.
Yeah, you gotta have the dance. And with that, it's been a pleasure, and it's ta-ta from me.
And see you next time. See you next time.
Are you not
But usually,
gonna say the thing?
See
But-
what thing? I'm not.
but
What
but
thing?
You're ruining it.
I'm ruining
You
what?
have to
Oh,
say it's
what?
been an honor and a privilege.
Oh, we're sorry.
Take care, everyone.
Spontaneous.